What's going on? It's Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Today, we're going to be asking the question, to Fender or not to Fender? Why are they so good? We're going to get into that right after this. Kick that intro. As of today, in my current possession, I have two Fender basses. Both of them are from the American Pro 2 series. Both of them, they do it. Like I have my P bass that is now strung with flats, and then I have regular nickel wound strings on this jazz bass here. And I get this question all the time. Do I need to buy a Fender? Like, do I need to spend the money to get the name, as it were? And my answer to that question oftentimes is, if that's the sound you're chasing, then yes. Because realistically, if you have a tone in mind and you achieve that tone from a specific bass, you trying to find that just won't do. It's kind of like, Diet Coke. Like, Diet Coke is good. And I like Diet Coke. But you remember what regular Coke is? So it's never really gonna check all the boxes, as it were. There's always gonna be something that you're gonna wanna upgrade. There's always gonna be something that you wanna touch, that you wanna fix. In the long run, for you spending the time, the effort, and the money, is it worth just buying the thing you want rather than trying to build the thing that you want? We're going to delve into that. So with these two particular basses, they give a sound that is melodic. Like if I had to go and record, like a professional studio, go record, rather than take a chance and not get the gig or get the contract to actually produce the music, I take both of these basses. And it may be a hassle, but you don't know what that engineer is going to want. You know what I'm saying? So it's better be safe than sorry. And why do I think like that? I think like that because Fender is pretty much the standard in music. Like, there are other companies that are good and they make a great quality instrument, but Fender was really the first mass produced one, right? I'm talking legitimate Fender, not the Squier. Squiers are good. Squiers are cool, but they're not the real deal Fender. You pay for a name, you pay that price tag, you get a upper tier quality product most times. You hope to get what you pay for. And that's pretty much the American dream. You hope to get what you pay for. You work hard for it, go get it. You want it to be what you want, you know? So yeah, I have these two basses and I do not cut any corners if I'm doing a studio session, especially if my first one with a particular producer or engineer. I don't know what he's looking for. I don't know what he wants. I just know I have my flavor of what I'm going to do when I hear the music as it's arranged. And I like to have the ability to swap between the P bass and the jazz bass, depending on what the music is calling for, depending on what the vibe of the music is. So I bring these two. And before you start getting upset, no, this is not a paid anything. This is just my personal opinion. Are these my favorite basses? No, they're not. I have my favorite basses that I built for my sound, for what I do. But these could possibly be everybody else's favorite basses. And that's an understanding that you have to reason with yourself. Your tone to you may not be a good tone to somebody else. And that's okay. But straying away from the topic, why is Fender so good? Is it worth it? Well, one second. All right, back. So I believe Fender is like upper echelon as far as guitar making, because they've refined the guitar making process and they mass produce things, depending upon material availability. They mass produce the same instrument over and over and over and over again. So you don't really have to worry as much, hey, am I getting a good product when I have this Fender label on it? If I pay $1,800, $2,300, am I going to get my money's worth out of it? Am I going to make that money back with the gigs that I'm now allowed to entertain because I have the equipment to go on the gigs that I want? That's the thing. Like, all the big names at some point have played a derivation of a Fender instrument, whether it's a Ernie Ball Music Man, that's Fender. Say what you want. G&L, and then Squire. All right. We can all sonically hear the difference between this and this. On the other side, we can hear the difference between this and this. Now, this is not a video that is dogging other companies and stuff like that. This is only a video to kind of put things in perspective. Something that wasn't explained to me why this is how it is just kind of something that I feel and something that I learned over years and years of playing bass. At the very beginning of the channel, my whole thing was making the sound for less. Like, I never had a Fender before 2 years ago, wasn't even on the radar. And then the opportunity came and I finally got one. And when I got one, I kind of understood why things are the way they are. And hey man, it's a thing. So, yeah. So I did a video that I'm going to actually put right here. And that video was playing on, I think, a 75th anniversary bass. So it's going to be in the description. You can check that video out after this. The sound quality, the craftsmanship, all of that was A1. And I'm not even a 4-string bass player. I normally play 5-string. That's kind of my wheelhouse. I can play 4 if I need to or if I have to. But if I have the choice, I'm playing a 5. That's just me. That's just the decision I made. But I will say this. When I was playing that bass, having played my own personal Fender basses, I could see that the level of craftsmanship was just a little bit higher. Does that dog my basses out that I currently have? Absolutely not. Do I want to get that extra little piece? Not really. It's just kind of what you're into, you know? It had all the gold hardware and all that good stuff and the beautiful honey sunburst finish and the parchment pick guards, and it was great. It felt great. It played great. I liked it. Am I going to pay that price tag? Not for that. No, that's just me as a person. I get everything I need out of the basses I have, and I don't really need to have any more. I want to have all of them, but I don't need to have any more. And that's the place you kind of have to get to. So why is Fender better than everybody else? It's because they're consistent for the most part. And it's a quality name that you can trust. If it's not right, they'll get it right and you'll get the product that you paid for. And this isn't a paid promotion. This is just me interacting with the company, me interacting with the product. And this is just my opinion on it, having my basses for 2 years. So take it for what it's worth. This is my opinion. You do not have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, great. Put it in the comments and we can discuss. We can chop it up about it. But till then, I've been Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Y'all be easy.